signs on Election Day have been avoided now that the Michigan Secretary of State will not appeal a federal court ruling. The ruling prevents her from using the so-called U.S. citizenship checkoff box at the polls. As Capitol correspondent Tim Skubic reports, some local election officials are relieved that voters will not have to sign those documents.
Has Election Day chaos been avoided?
Hopefully, yes. On this issue,
the legal issue is the use of this checkoff box at the polls. Last week, a federal judge ordered Michigan Secretary of State Ruth Johnson to get rid of the checkoff box, and now she has decided not to appeal that ruling. Quote, "As a former clerk, I will not do that to the clerks. We want a smooth election. So, Ms. Johnson is not going to tie this up in the courts." The Ingham County clerk was a plaintiff in that suit that charged Ms. Johnson with violating the U.S. Constitution. He's pleased there is no appeal.
Well, I appreciate that.
And so does this man, who was stopped from voting because he refused to sign the U.S. citizenship document when he tried to vote in the August primary. He eventually did vote, but he still worries about what he terms malicious challenges on Election Day.
And if we get malicious challengers at polling places and people elect not to respond to the question, you start getting frivolous challenges and the voting process backs up, people get discouraged, fall out of line. That really is voter suppression.
For her part, Secretary Johnson says she's not through with this issue and promises to come back after the election to address it. In Lansing, Tim Skubic, 6 News.
All right, Tim, thanks. Coming up right here on 6 News at 6, we now know the cause of a Lansing fire that left one woman injured.
Plus, we'll tell you what had these Michigan State Police recruits, there they are, gathering on the steps of the Capitol today. 6 News at 6. We'll be right back.
WLNS 6 News is brought to you by Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort, Homestead Savings Bank,